I want to say 8th, but but I'm not sure. There's a plenty of them left though. So this is a once a month event, and Esports Scotland does a lot of different events too. So I mean, if you're into esports and you're in the UK area, I think Esports Scotland is definitely the new kind of group to look out for, because they're doing all the games on this channel. I think they're doing like Dota, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, pretty much all the big games in esports, and you know, all the big games such as ARMS. You know, come on, they're gonna have that on there. But they also have Splatoon actually for people who are Switch players.
Look at this matchup.
Yeah, we're seeing something new from both players. And they, I like the matching colors. Like
it's Nuka-Lola.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've got Tribal. No.
Yeah, it's Replicant going with his secondary here, and Frank as well with the Max Brass here with the grenade and chakram, which has been proven to be very formidable by both.
Chakram on Brass is disgusting.
Yeah, it's something like we've seen from both players such as Redengard and Pega. But it was like, even in the beginning of ARMS, it was just like what is it? What was his name? There was a French Max Brass who was using double chakram. And yes, I am aware of the players moving about here. I think they're just going to like try to play it as they go, because you know, they've had this before. And if there's not anything to do about it, you know, you can't do anything about it. So they'll just try their best. Well, as I say that, Replicant gets down by the explosion of the grenade here.
Unfortunate, but Rep is doing very well against Frank here.
Yeah, with the chip damage of the uncharged punches. It's actually one of those like things that you don't think do a lot of damage, but you know, they can rack up some amazing stuff here. Okay, yeah,
wow,
just like that.
Ku proved that in SNS.
Oh yeah, oh definitely.
The constant chips from the poking was unbelievable.
Yeah, but although Frank here now in the buffed mode and the comeback factor, it's 2 grabs in a row. Yeah, moves away though when he sees that Replicant has the rush available. So Replicant is just gonna look for an opportunity, and he gets it.
Well done, Rep.
It's just like that with the explosion.
Amazing rush.
Proving
very, very hard to land rushes on buffed up Brass.
Yeah.
It's just, I find when Brass gets buff, you know, the confidence just rises in the player. You just go all in. So finding openings rush can be very challenging, but Rep did an excellent job there.
Yeah, and now we see the full-on Nuka-Lola here from Replicant.
Yes,
both
we do.
Both the grenade and homie, which, if he lands this rush, it probably will remove half of Frank's health, because it's like one of the things that, if anything, Replicant has been practicing for months on end, so that's like one of his signature styles. But Frank getting a solid rush here, 310 damage off a Replicant.
Very good rush from Frank.
Ooh, okay. It's, I mean, I have to be honest, I want to see Replicant doing at least one successful Nuka-Lola rush in this tournament. And he does have one available now. Let's see if he can make it happen.
It's very interesting to see how much distance Frank is keeping, which is a logical tactic.
Oh, gets cancelled.
In the back with the chakram.
This is actually really huge, because Replicant was pushing him further and further into that corner of Temple Grounds, and then Frank just like, just turning that like way upside down for Replicant, and now he is definitely in the lead here. You know, besides the actual health lead, he does have a rush available and can probably...
Yeah, Rep's gonna do his best to build that. You see the grab when Frank had knocked down. He's trying to build it back up, and he's got it again.
Wow, that was so fast.
Yeah.
Only 10 seconds left though, but Replicant really needs to make this happen right now, otherwise he's going to lose this.
I don't think Frank's gonna let him.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh, he's gonna happen!
5-3-5. Rep laughing right now.
Finishes it off in the
that was unbelievable.
The most explosive manner in ARMS. Nuka-Lola.
Frank played so well that last round. I did not think Rep was going to land that grab, but GG. That was a beautiful round.
The only thing that could have like made make Replicant win that round, and it does happen. And that's gonna be tough because Frank looked so convincing in that round too.
Yeah, I look very confident. I thought that he had that round for sure.
Yeah. Oh my god. I hope we have some people
Oh.
in chat clipping those moments, because holy crap, we need people to see actually how huge those those combos from Replicant is with the rushes.
Oh, the explosive arm rushes are just unbelievable. And his set is very, very deadly, so props to Rep.
He even writes in chat that I didn't even think that I would work myself. Let's staying humble there. All right. Oh, okay. So yeah, I got the word from David about the actual how many events we have left for the Scottish Arms League, which this is the 3rd out of 5. So you know, people can still get into that, and I mean, they're not. If you do place high in one of them, I think you still have a good shot of making it into that invitational tournament in fall. Yeah, in October.
Yeah, definitely.
I wanted to say the end of the year, but it felt a bit too extreme to say, and it made me shudder, because it's just like we've just got into summer. It's like the end of the year, and then just getting the flashbacks from the Swedish winter. It's just like
I hate how quick this year is going.
Yeah,
it's really scary.
Yeah, we're just talking about it earlier, how fast this has gone, but we see another new thing here.
What? What am I looking at right now?
You are
default
looking
ribbon?
at default
Why?
ribbon from Frank, and this is probably...
What is this?
This is the first time I've seen Frank do this. I'm not sure if
I
he's just
have never seen Frank pick up ribbon, not once. What is this?
Yeah, and we're also, like, we're all in Temple Grounds again, so this is like... I'm not sure, actually, what's going on.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, wait, okay, so...
Oh.
Okay, so I see what's going on. So Frank actually saw this and was like, you know what? I have so many points anyway. He's like so confident about this league, so he's just like, I don't care. I might as well go 3rd in this tournament. I'm still gonna go into the Invitational. So if you're from the UK area and you hear that, you better step in and like prove Frank wrong here. But
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Frank is doing work right now with not even his like secondary. So he might just like accidentally place top 2 here.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
This is unusual. I think Replicant just like got thrown off so badly by this counter pick.
I know, Rep seems shook. He's
Yeah.
just like, what do I do? What did I like?
Yeah, he was just dashing in front of it. Like he wanted that round to end as soon
He's
as
like,
possible.
come on, hit me, hit me, hit me, end it, hit me.
It's like Fight Clubs, hit me as hard as you can. It's just like, oh my god. But okay, I think Replicant is going to take at least this round more seriously. Yep, alright, sees the rush there.
Definitely.
Yeah, gets 270, which is, of course, very fine here. Only 1 pillar remains on Temple Ground right now. Not that much to hide behind, but Frank doesn't even care. He's just going in for the grabs.
That was a very good grab. Ooh.
This is so interesting. I would have never expected Frank to go Ribbon Girl in this stage of the tournament.
I honestly just have never seen him pick ribbon, not once.
But his gameplay is so solid. Like the Spark
Yeah,
is doing
very
so well.
good.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. Like 2 rounds in a row, like just like that. Whew.
And we didn't even see Nuka Lola.
Oh no, and that's true. I'm not sure, and it's like for Replicant, it's like what do you do? Because he knows that in the grand final he will face a Ribbon Girl in the form of Iceman, and now it's just like, and I can't beat Frank's Ribbon Girl. That's gonna be hurting him a bit.
Imagine a double ribbon final.
Please, please, no. Yeah. I mean,
Please, no.
I honestly like. I remember the time where I went up so early once to cast the Oceania tournament, the Asian Oceania tournament. And there was so many Dr. Coil dittos, and I was just like, oh my god! And Ribbon Girl is like basically the same in the dittos, so I mean, Frank
I
is...
just can't with Dr. Coil Dittos. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, and I mean, Frank staying with the Ribbon Girl right now. Replicant, though,
I
is going to...
mean, why wouldn't he? He did amazing.
Yeah, if it works. I mean, and the Replicant, though, is changing it up to the Ice Dragon Cracker.
Replicant's having PTSD from Iceman.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is like... he wants to show that, you know, that was just like a fluke. That was his secondary getting rocked there by Frank. But
yeah, in he comes.
yeah, he did some good damage there in the beginning. I think Replicant is just trying to like charge a rush now because he was like trying to keep away for a long time. But Frank is staying on a perfect right now. This is looking so good for him. Okay.
I might have to ask Frank for some advice. I've been trying to play default ribbon lately.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, Replicant is in the game right now though, and finally gets a hit, but he has a long road to go if he wants to make this happen. And Frank, the solid rush starts off with the Sparky and ends it with the Slap-O-Mander there. Oh my god, yeah, this is so tough for Replicant, I'd say.
I mean, just looking from Rep's point of view, it's just very hard to even predict where Frank's gonna be. It's like trying to hit a wasp with a thumbtack, you know?
Yeah, and his mix-ups is pretty solid as well. He's mixing it up with both like uncharged and charged punches. So when Replicant gets comfortable with that charged punches, he just gets slapped with an uncharged one.
Yeah, unfortunately for Rep, I think the time is against him, but he's doing very well to find his opening with this Cracker right now.
I mean, we saw it happen. Oh no, it's not gonna happen this time around though. I was gonna say we saw it happen.
Frank had the ability to take that grab.
Yeah.
He had enough health to.
And especially with this character, he would never really be in the same situation as Max Brass in that corner, getting rushed in the very last second because the Rubinger can just straight up just skip away.
Yeah. Hop, skip, and jump away from your tactics.
Yeah. Okay, both players now have a rush. It's gonna be who gets it first. Oh, okay. Frank.
I really thought Frank was gonna punish Rush with Rush, but went for the grab and missed.
That's super risky though, because the grabs can get denied so easily by the hitbox of the rushes. And
yeah, that's very true.
I mean, Replicant only did get 140, which is right about the same as a grab, but he's widening that gap between them right now in the health. Oh, nice Cracker punches right now. The uncharged punch is not working in the same manner it did before. Oh, puts him in the red right now.
Yeah, I think Rep's feeling a lot more confident this round. He's finding his openings with the Cracker. I still don't think the Dragon's doing too much. I think the Cracker's really doing work right now. But
yeah, I mean,
yeah, he's doing amazing to find openings.
Yeah, even though he did finish with the Dragon, he never hit. I think almost like a single time with the Dragon. Okay, we see something new from Frank here. I think this is like the first time in a long while I've seen a Cracker versus a Popper. It's like
yeah, for sure.
it was one of those. Okay, the denied.
I will say that when I do go ribbon, the Cracker is usually very effective against Min.
Oh yeah, and. But Popper seems to be working out for Frank right now. He does get a rush though, but since it's what is it, lightweight arm, it doesn't do a ton of damage. That was a nice grab, just going between those arms. Dragon being out for way too long.
Did I say Popper or Cracker?
I did believe that you said Cracker there.
Yeah, I meant Popper.
Oh, yeah, but that's the
no,
mistake.
I don't want to be one of those arms commentators.
No,
everything's a chiller.
No, that's not gonna be there. Okay, we see it again here, Frank.
Oh, Rep just gave up.
Yeah, giving up here. And we see actually, it's so, it's a bit too bad here from Replicant's point of view, but it's very clear that he's not really feeling it with the mental game today. He was looking so strong in the early points of this tournament, but right now it's...
And even that second round there, he was very, very strong. But like I said, meant to say, the Popper is very strong against Min. Not sure why, but it always seems to work very, very well. I think the hitbox might just be too much for Min.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Replicant, I do think he believed that was a best of 3 again, but he's going to go right back into this. This is gonna be tough for him. I mean, and I know Replicant. I mean, I met him at both Smash and Splash and Evo Japan, and he is not the type to get affected by this easily, but it might just be the point of that, you know, he was practicing so hard for MCM London and Smash and Splash and didn't get very far into the tournaments, which, I mean, to be honest, Smash and Splash was probably the most stacked tournament in ARM's history.
Oh, it was so disgustingly stacked. It was incredible.
Yeah. And
it was absolutely incredible.
And it looks like third time's the charm here. We're going to Temple Grounds again, and we're going to see another Min Min versus Ribbon Girl here. Let's see if...
So we're on best of 5, right?
Yes, and now it's 2-0 for Frank right now. So let's see if Replicant can, you know, pick himself up a bit and like take a deep breath.
Did we not have 2-1? Rep beat Frank's Brass with Lola.
You're right. I'm wrong. That's you're completely right. Look
at me. I shouldn't have been at SNS.
Yeah. No, you're completely right. I completely forgot that after the match there when Replicant just gave up.
Yeah, the switch to Ribbon Girl. We kind of forgot about the Max Brass.
Yeah, because it almost feels like we're seeing a different player here from Frank. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
To be honest,
I still don't feel like I'm watching Frank.
No, exactly. I've watched so many tournaments where Frank has been in, and I've rarely seen him gone off Springman, and now we've seen him on Max Brass and Ribbon Girl. It's something else this time around.
I mean, the Max Brass, I understand, but what is this?
Yeah. And, I mean, now Replicant that was the most solid round I've seen so far.
Yeah, he did incredible. Bifflo is clearly a strong choice.
Okay, yeah, okay, that might actually give Replicant some breathing room and just feel himself a bit more and then getting back into this, but yeah, no, Frank is just gonna say, no, none of that. But Replicant...
Well, in comes the Bifflo, got 3-2-5, very clean.
Yeah, even the predicts are really solid right now with the Biffler.
Oh!
Almost denies it, doesn't get it though, but he's still is pretty much the same now. As I say,
very solid sequence from Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, be quiet. You're jinxing everything.
Yeah. I know.
We do just jinx stuff. I swear.
Yeah, I think the Replicant just needs to be like, he was looking as the most solid when he was like being defensive and like predicting how Frank was going to approach him. When he goes onto the offensive, that's when Frank really strikes and, you know, gets between those arms, gets a grab. It's
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I find it really off-putting and infuriating when a Ribbon Girl is really in my face, because the jumping,
wow,
it's like all over the screen rather than in the distance, and you have no idea what to do.
Okay, the rush exchange. Oh, it's not gonna be enough for Frank
Rep,
here.
how are you alive?
That's okay, and he finishes it off. And this is going to go to the final game right now.
Incredible, 2-2. That Biffler did work.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm kind of wondering about I'm questioning the kind of rush choices here from Replicant, because when he actually does go in for those, he's like, I don't know. He
waits so long.
Yeah, I think he's like looking for some kind of mind game meta, but it's just like it doesn't feel right. That's just like it. Like if in some points you get into those mind games with another player where it's just like you're on so many layers of meta that other people just can't really fathom it. But in this case, it just feels like Replicant is like trying to read into things, but they're not coming through. And
yeah, when Rep pulled that rush just at the end there, I thought he had it, but he waited so long that Frank pulled out his rush too.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that tiny weeny bit of health left, it could have been it. So
I think
very risky.
Yeah, if Replicant wants to take this and go back into the final to face Iceman, he if he can nail those rushes a bit more and actually be a bit more just aggressive with him, I think that's actually going to help him a lot to get health advantage and take the rounds. But we'll just see are we going to see the Replicant from the last match or the one from the before that?
We shall see. Oh, Frank's gone to spring.
Yeah, this is okay. It might be that you know, Frank said, oh, I'm okay with a 3rd place finish, but maybe just like, oh wait, this isn't my main. What am I doing?
Say, we'll most likely see Naden Ice Dragon here from Rep because the Biffler was picked for Ribbon.
Yeah, and Frank really trying to put pressure there in the beginning for Replicant, and we're going to see it here now. Frank trying to not allow Replicant to get that Dragon anytime soon. So it's going to be up to Replicant to find an option here, but Frank reading him like a book right now.
Very good read.
See here. Replicant trying to gain some distance right now. Oh, I think he's well enough. Yep, he might... No, he's too afraid right now. Frank is just getting into his head right now with those... Oh, okay, he finally gets the Dragon Arm, but it might just be too late. He even gets hit by his own grenade right now.
I really thought Rep would do better here with the Ice Dragon. It's usually such a good arm on this stage.
I think Frank is just, you know, he's showing that Ribbon Girl is not his only strong suit. And going back into this, the pressure has been so solid from Frank that we've been seeing, you know, previously as well. This is really difficult. I'm wondering what Replicant has to be doing here. He finally has the Dragon Arm, but gets taken out from the 1st round.
I think it was a little bit of a lost cause. It's very unsettling to be in that position when there's about 25 seconds left. 25 seconds left because it's not long enough for you to want to risk losing Rush.
That was so sick. Replicant actually going with that the grenade rush there, which is like one of the slower rushes off the mid-weight arms, but does get it though. Gets a cheeky hit there when he gets taken out. Even nice cancel there from Replicant. Now he's well aware in this.
It's all the nade tricks.
Yeah, it's all about gaining some distance here from Frank. He's doing some good job right now, keeping away. Frank is approaching though, not letting him get away. Oh, this is...
You can tell Rep is desperate to go and get that Dragon Arm, but Frank's just like, come here.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the kind of level of mind games that I was expecting to see from both of these players. It's just like going closer and closer, and the other one doesn't want to, and they're just like, I don't know. This is some good gameplay we're seeing right here.
Yeah, both of them are really going for it.
Okay, this is gonna be so tough. Oh, just barely dodging that. Oh, this might be it
the
here.
Dragon out too early. If the Dragon had come out a little bit later, that would have killed.
Yeah.
But Frank has comeback factor now. We may see him take it back.
Yeah, I think Replicant is going to look to stall it.
Oh,
but
there we go.
A round is also okay. I think.
So we're down to the last match, last round.
2-2 and the final round here.
2-2.
Yeah.
Well, 2-2, 1-1.
Yeah, exactly. And the winner will move on to the grand finals to face Iceman. Let's see who will be able to take it.
Yeah, this is for the grand finals.
Yeah, and
Iceman's terrifying Ribbon Girl.
Oh my god. Okay, nice there from Frank.
Yeah, very nice start.
Yeah, realizing that Replicant was going to sidestep from that and dashes and predicts that.
We'll see if Replicant takes his time to rush Frank or hangs on to it.
Yeah, okay.
He's hung on to it for a little bit.
Yeah, and there we see it again. You know, he's trying to predict something there that doesn't really work out. He does get some damage afterwards that might have made it a bit worth it, but you know, because even if you miss a rush as Min, you still get the Dragon Arm, which is you know, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's something, you know.
But for a Min, it's technically the best thing in the world. You know, it's what you want.
Yeah, that's true. I'm speaking purely as not a Min main here.
Yeah, you don't know nothing.
Oh man, but we see both players here with the rush, equal health right now.
Oh.
See, the one that gets this rush is probably going to take this one. Oh, Replicant.
Oh, Frank!
Replicant had a chance to sidestep that and use a rush of his own, but decides not to, and Frank still in the lead though.
When it's this close, do you want to risk it?
Yeah, that's true. It's a battle of the minds now. Replicant trying to put Frank in a corner right now.
Yeah, in a corner with rush. Is
10
he
seconds
go
left.
Nade confirm?
Oh, Frank is just going to try to keep
away. Run away.
Oh, and he gets it! He gets the rush, and that's gonna be it. That's definitely gonna be it.
That's it.
Replicant.
Congratulations, Rep. Holy heck.
Clawing his...
He clawed that back.
Yeah, clawing his way back into the grand final, and it looked so dire for him. He
That means he's got to go and fight Iceman again.
Yeah, this is insane because replicant, you know, I mean, he is going through some emotions right now. He looked so confident going into it, and then twice he just put down his controller and just like, oh, screw it, I'm done. Realizes it's a best out of 5 twice, and now turns it around and goes into the grand final. This is some storyline stuff here for you guys and watching here. And oh, I'm pumped for this grand finals.
Yeah, well, if the last matches are anything to go by, we know that Iceman's gonna have a pretty hefty advantage here. But maybe Rebs learn from his past matches.
Yeah.